Well, security consultant Ola Majoyeogbe joins us now to share his thoughts on the attack in Abuja. Thank you for joining us on the news at 10.
It's my pleasure.
You were watching those visuals, how the people were reacting, visibly sad and shocked by the incident, developments in their community, which they say is happening for the first time. I wonder what your reaction is to this, first of all.
I think it is rather unfortunate that about everywhere you go in Nigeria, you have criminals with military-grade weapons. The Kalashnikov is the best assault weapon on earth today. So you have armies, gangsters, and all of them. Now, what is particularly worrying about this one is that it's so uncomfortably close to Abuja. I travel a lot on that road, and you cannot go beyond maybe 5 kilometers before you find a checkpoint. The Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Police, NDLEA. And I am just very disappointed, because if you have so many checkpoints and criminals can go through, that says a lot about the quality of the people you have on the ground. There is something that I have noticed. You have all these checkpoints. They have no link. In other words, a checkpoint is here. Whatever happens, they can't call the next checkpoint. I think that is very primitive security.
But there was an intelligence report, you would recall, not too long ago, talking about an imminent attack in the FCT and also across some other states in the country. And as it is said, intelligence gathering is critical to addressing issues of insecurity in any country. I wonder what you would say about the reaction of the military, because they said they were placing their men on red alert and that's advising Nigerians to go ahead with their duties.
I agree with you completely with respect to the fact that intelligence is key. And I spent 25 years talking about intelligence, teaching and practicing. Now, what does it really mean when you say intelligence in this context? If I say to you, there are buses on Lagos-Ibadan Road, that is information. But when it is confirmed, then it is intelligence. I am very impressed by the report that I have because of what the police said happened. I think it's one DSP Manza. He said they got this intelligence, and then the special anti-robbery squad, the rapid response squad, and the policemen belonging to the Zuba police station all swung into action. But my disappointment is this: you knew they were coming. You got the intelligence. So how come they struck before you reacted? They ought to, if they have the intelligence and is being claimed, how come? Because the whole purpose of intelligence is you take proactive action. So
they weren't proactive, is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Now, how did I arrive at that? The incident already took place. Intelligence will give you the leverage to prevent it. So if you are reacting after the incident, it's either there is a failure of intelligence or there is executive tardiness. What does that mean? The executive man may receive the intelligence and fail to act. So here, there was the intelligence. And you are reacting after the fact, after the horses are bolted. In other words, I cannot see the value of that intelligence. Unless, of course, if you want to argue that because they had intelligence, they were ready and waiting, which meant they could react faster. But I am saying they should have done better. In other words, they ought to have been in position, ambush positions, waiting for these criminals. We must commend them for speaking to action. I mean, they activated the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, the Rapid Response Squad, and the policemen in the Zupa area. They did very well. But when it comes to the application of intelligence, it's a force multiplier. The event, the criminal act ought not to have taken place. The security forces ought to have been able to surprise them.
All right.
Yeah, that is the point I'm making. We give it to them. They've done well. They've rescued some of the people.
And they're hoping to rescue the others.
The others, yes.
So we can only hope that they are able to achieve that. Security consultant Ola Majoyeogbe, thank you so much for speaking with us on the news at 10.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.